Okay, here we are again, Two Essential Chat with our motivational minutes. Sherry's got something very interesting to tell us today, which is going to motivate all our team all over the world.
I hope so. I hope someone hears something today that helps them shift a little bit. I've been attending a cancer support group with a friend who's going through cancer. And since I've been through it and the support groups I attended were pretty negative, I like to go and help people see that you can go through cancer and you can feel great again and you can live a beautiful life. So that's why I was attending with this friend. But they were talking about a simple equation, and it applies to our emotional health. Stephen's probably familiar with it because he's a social worker. But I have been thinking about it in respect to our business as well. And the equation is suffering equals pain times resistance. And the point they were making is that there is pain in life, inevitable pain that comes from other people's choices or experiences that you really don't have control over. And it's when we multiply that pain by adding our resistance to the experience that we actually suffer. So the suffering is actually optional. It's something we choose by staying in resistance to whatever pain is. So here's how I think it relates to our business. I have had several leaders who are amazing, excellent teachers, great at recruiting, just great at creating their own little team that felt cohesive and supportive. And two of them have stepped out for a couple of years now. So I don't know if they ever will step back in or not. They've both had personal things come up in their personal lives that they felt like it wasn't time for them to be doing the business. And because I can see their potential and I know where they could be if they would just do a little bit, I have stepped into the resistance around them stepping back. I don't want to let them go. First of all, it affects me when they step back, and I can see how it affects them. I want them to succeed. And so I have created more pain for myself by trying to hang on to them, by spending more energy trying to encourage them, by seeing how I can help them. And really that energy would have been more wisely spent in allowing them to step back if that's what they decided they need, and put that energy into finding someone new, someone who is ready to move with me, someone who has the time and energy right now to put into it. So there may be a lot, maybe your resistance comes in someone you've shared the oils with and you just know it would benefit them so much, and they don't want to meet with you, they don't want to commit. My suggestion is, like Stephen said in a previous podcast, it just may not be the timing. And our resistance in trying to force the timing on someone just creates pain for us and pain for them. So my tip today is just surrender a little bit. There's things you can't control. Don't resist the things you can't control. That's wasted energy, and you're just creating more pain and suffering for yourself. Look for where you can most effectively use the limited energy that you have and put your focus there. And I promise as you do that, your momentum will shift and you will move forward in a way that will surprise you.
I often hear on the webinars that people talking about they've been trying to work on this same person for a year.
Yeah.
Personally, I see that as not productive at all.
Right.
And there's so many people, and for me, there's so many people in the world out there to bring them into the business. Why hold on to that? Hold on to that person who may or may not be interested. They know who you are. They know where you are.
Right.
And also, the ones that are on the webinar, these are people who know a bit about the business. They do know a bit about the business. So it should be the other way. These people, someone that wants to join them should be begging to join them.
Right.
Rather than the other way around. And I've kind of got into that way of thinking. I think you've got to kind of change the mindset that you should be interviewing them rather than interviewing you. Are you going to be good enough for me? Rather than the other way around. You know, I know shit. Do you? You don't. You know, I know stuff. I know lots of stuff. Do you? No, you don't. So you kind of got to twist it around as that you are the one with the information. You're the one with the knowledge and the skills. But anyway, again, we've had a lovely podcast again, and I hope you're all out there listening. Please add your comments below. Please send us emails if you've got any things you need to talk to us about, and we will get back to you next time.